Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to kind of go over something that's near and dear to my heart, whether you might believe it or not with the way that my shop looks behind me, but I love organization. And pretty much everything that you see here in front of me, I've bought with my own money, with the exception of this, and we'll get to it in a second. But these are all from Maxpedition, and they come in hundreds of different styles, different things that you can use these for, and they're all geared toward organization. And they are built very well. They're made in Vietnam, but don't let that scare you, because I've had all of these for multiple years, used them a ton, and they've all held up very, very well. I use this thing almost every day. It's got everything that I need in it. I'll kind of go over a little bit once we move the camera, but this is one of the Versi-Packs. But all of these tiny little gear things, guys, they're absolutely fantastic if you want a place to store all of like your charging cords, your batteries. I use this for toiletries. But let's kind of go over what these are really quick, just so you can kind of get an idea of all the stuff that Maxpedition offers, because I didn't realize they had all this stuff years ago until I kind of went down the Maxpedition rabbit hole. So let's dive in, and I'll kind of go over a few of these real quick to kind of give you an idea of what they have out there. So let's start off with all the small things, because I tend to use these the most, and this definitely isn't all of the ones that I've bought. I've got quite a few that are stuffed in bags other places, but this one, for example, this one you can use to store your Zen can in if you want. It's called a can holder, essentially, but it is just a round zipper bag. And right now, I actually keep this stuck to my camera bag, and I've got my all my camera remotes and whatnot stuck in here, and I just keep it on the outside of my camera bag. Now, the cool thing about these, if I can get this back in, the cool thing about all of these is that most of them are all Molle compatible. So you can buy these Molle clips separately. They don't come with them, but I've got a lot of these clips stuck on these pouches, and you can slide this into a Molle loop, clamp it down, and this is going to be attached to the outside of your backpack. So here's just one example. Probably my favorite. This is called the Maxpedition Barnacle. This one, I think I have 4 of these, and the cool thing about this, first, it's got a little pouch on the outside. I keep some hand cleaner out there, but when you unzip it, it kind of folds open, and there is a divider right there in the middle. What I love about it is it fits perfectly an Altoids tin, 2 of them. I only have 1 in here right now, but you can fit 1 in that side and 1 in that side, close it up, and you know, you can do like an Altoid survival tin, whatever you want to do with them. But 2 Altoid tins fit perfectly in this Maxpedition Barnacle. This is probably my favorite, and I did attach 2 Molle clips right here, because I do attach this to the outside of one of my bags. Just clamp them down, and then I've got access to whatever you want to put in here. But I find that the Altoids tins work really well on that. Here's just another simple little bag, again, mainly for like charging cords and whatnot. This doesn't have any type of Molle, so you would basically just kind of put, it's actually like a coin purse, I think is what it's called. But, you know, again, stuff it with whatever you want, throw it in one of your bigger compartments of your backpack, and then all the little stuff is gonna be stored in here. This, I used to keep it on my Versi-Pack. I took it off though. It's the TC3 pouch, and you can either put a 2-way radio or a cell phone in here. You've got a bunch of webbing on the side, on both sides. It's essentially just a cell phone holder. I did put another clip back here, but what I ended up using this thing for, yeah, I took it off. What I did use it for was keeping my Leatherman and a couple of other small tools inside here, because my iPhone, it was too wide to fit in there. But if you have a smaller phone, this works, or a smaller 2-way handheld radio. This works. You can stick it on the outside of your backpack with a Molle clip, and you have really easy access to your phone or a radio or tools or whatever you want. And it does come with a little buckle here on the front that is, of course, adjustable. If I can get it, tighten it down, and whatever you put in there is going to pretty much be good to go. This I carry with me everywhere is the Coccoon Pouch. Inside, I say everywhere, every time I go camping, I just got all of my toiletries. So I've got some floss, some hand sanitizer, a little travel toothbrush, and a travel thing of toothpaste. But everything just fits in here really well. and throw that in your bag so you're not fumbling around in your bag trying to find a little tube of toothpaste and then you can't find your toothbrush. Everything is stuck in this little Coccoon pouch. And then this is pretty neat. I actually use this in my truck camper as a trash bag, but it is called the roly-poly. So you roll it up and it turns into basically a bag. This is used for expended shells, like at the range if you want to put all your shells or your magazines. It's a magazine dump pouch is what it technically is. However, I find it's pretty useful for small pieces of trash, and it just rolls up to almost nothing. That's the size. And then again, I put another Molle clip on the back of that, so you can put this on the side of your backpack and have kind of like a little extra storage. A Nalgene water bottle fits in here just perfect, so you can do that. And then this is called the Proteus. I don't use this a whole lot. It's a bigger bag, obviously, but it's got a ton of different compartments in it. I did install these yellow zipper pulls just so I could see the zippers at night if I have it in there. But I mean, everything Maxpedition, especially on these bags, it's got storage everywhere. And again, I don't use this a whole lot, but this is another pretty cool bag. Molle webbing all over on the back of that. And again, this is called the Proteus. And then let's get over these. So these are probably the most popular things from Maxpedition, okay? These are their EDC Pocket Organizers. I've got all different colors, all different flavors. They come in all different sizes. They're basically all the same though. You do have a little handle that when you stick this in your pocket, if you want, you can pull this out of your pocket. And of course, all of the Molle looping in the back if you want to attach it to something. You got Velcro up front if you want to attach a morale patch. You got a front pocket with Velcro. You can stick stuff down in here. You open it up and you've got all the stuff, all the little compartments you want for pens, knives, multi-tools, pads, you know, you name it. You can come up with your own idea. This is a little bit bigger version of it. Basically the same pouch, just a little bit bigger. You can see the size difference. And then this one, I think I have a few pins in it. This is a black version. Again, I use these things all the time. Right now I just got pins in it, but it's all got elastic loops, different size elastic loops, pockets behind everything. Same on this side. Just basically good ways to organize it. And this is probably their biggest. This is called the Beefy, and I would almost skip this size and just go up to the Beefy, because this thing has got, it's got a ton of room, and it kind of expands. If you were to fill this thing up, these sides expand quite a bit, and you can fit quite a bit of stuff in here. I mean, this could be your first aid kit, your one night bug out little kit with all of your first aid stuff, your fire starting stuff, little multi-tool. I don't know what you guys put in here, but there's a little zipper up here in front, which is a little different than the rest of these guys. But you can open up the zipper here and get to it, and then store more stuff back here, and you don't have the risk of it kind of falling out. So this is the only one that's got a zipper compartment on the inside, but you still do have all of your elastic stuff to put, again, like a multi-tool or something underneath it, and it's gonna hold in there pretty well, especially once you get it all filled up. Then on this side, again, you've got all of your elastic strapping to stick stuff behind. It's gonna hold it tight. Got a little D-ring holder if you want to stick your keys on here. So this could literally be like a man purse. So this is the Beefy. This one's pretty cool. And speaking of man purse, I've had this thing for, I think, 3 years. It literally has everything that I could want on it. It's got my first aid kit, my Tylenol, it's got hand sanitizer, it's got my personal firearm. I keep it back here behind me. It does have a firearm place right there. Here on the shoulder strap, I keep one of my Guardian Angel devices just in case I need it. So it's attached on there with a Guardian Angel clip. Got some keychain, some flashlights on my keychain, a little toothpick. And then up here, this comes with the Versi-Pack. I open it up and I've got all of my like bug spray, I've got some Afrin, I've got some Benadryl, all that good stuff just in case I get bit by something, while out camping. You got your side compartment. I keep all of my like charging devices in here, my little power brick. I've got a little iWatch, little portable charger. These things are pretty cool. This has nothing to do with Maxpedition. These are called nano bags, and it's that tiny, but it folds up, but it doesn't fold up. When you open it up, it is a huge, lightweight nylon bag. So, and it's waterproof. So I keep that in there just in case I ever need a bag. I don't know. Who knows? You might need one someday, and I carry one with me in my man purse. You open this thing up, and I actually have my wallet in here right now, but I got all kinds of goodies down in there, things that I'll need. Glasses cleaner, wallet, you got your front zipper, keep all, oh yeah, see, I have a mag in there. But just a lot of stuff up here. You name it, guys, you can really stuff these bags as much as you want. This is the smaller version, which I tend to like more. They do have a bigger version, and I bought this. I think this is called the Jumbo. So this is essentially the same bag, with the exception it does have a water bottle pouch on the side, and this will fit a Nalgene bottle. But this is almost just a little bit too big, but if I'm going somewhere for long, I'll actually use this bag, and it does have a like a rainproof. You stuff everything in here, and then it cinches down, and it comes somewhat waterproof. It doesn't have a perfect seal, but it'll kind of keep some of the rain from coming in. But like, most of the stuff on this bag is the exact same as this smaller version right here. It's just a little bit bigger. You got some Velcro on top. You do have a different pocket up here on the front that you can unzip. And I do like this pocket because it does fit my phone. So I can put my phone up here, I can zip it up, and that way I don't have to worry about losing my phone because I know it's in here. But got padding on the back. Overall, just, you know, a lot of storage. That's what I like about these Maxpedition items. So what's the moral of the story, guys, here? Oh, and I didn't even show you these platey little pocket organizers. I actually showed these to you a couple months ago, I think, but I still keep this one stuffed. I keep it in my mini camper. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. Here's a smaller one, but I digress. All of these things, I actually, believe it or not, have a use for them, and I've used them, and I still use them. I kind of rotate them in and out, with the exception of the Versi-Pack. This is kind of these things get better the more you use them, in my opinion. They get softer, they get broken in, kind of like an old baseball mitt. They just feel better once you start using them a whole lot. But I've used all of these guys, and if you like organization, you like keeping things kind of bunched together in terms of like all your cables, your batteries, toiletries, things like that, all of these little pouches, I think, come in super handy. That's why I wanted to show them to you. And again, I bought every single one of these, I think, except one, I think the Beefy. But everything else has been paid for by me, and I use them. They're well used. This one's starting to become, like I said, like a well-used baseball glove, because I've used this one a lot. I actually used to use this one for work, so I'd keep all my passwords, my pins, my token to log into my computer. I would just keep everything work-related in this pouch, and I would stick it in my backpack. That way, I knew where everything was. I could just pull this out of my bag and get to work. But anyway, guys, there's too many links here really to put every single one, so I'll just leave you the Maxpedition website. If you want to take a look at all of their stuff, be careful when you go down that rabbit hole, because they have way more gear than what I'm showing you here and than what I've bought. So be careful, but I think you'll be happy with anything Maxpedition that you buy, because so far everything's held up extremely well. It's very, very sturdy, and that's all I can say, guys. So half of the stuff's going with me to Missouri. I got to fill up some of these bags with all of my stuff, but that's why I have all these out, because I'm getting kind of packed and getting ready to head up to Missouri on a camping trip. So hence why this video has been made. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you soon.